Yeah, Giants Nation, sports fans all around the world. You are now tuned into the most dangerous show on the planet, the Shakedown. And this is Free Agency Fridays, where we talk about everything that's going on in the off season. Now that the NFL season has come to an end, and the champion of Super Bowl 55 is the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, MVP Tom Brady. Wasn't much of a game because it was lopsided due to the fact that the Tampa Bay defense, in my mind, which was the MVP, showed up and put the clampity clamps down on my nephew, Patrick Mahomes. Tom Brady, at 43 years old, was the Super Bowl MVP, as we all know. And it was his most lopsided victory ever in the Super Bowl. And this Super Bowl was definitely one dimensional, meaning as whatever dimension the Tampa Bay Buccaneers was playing in was the dimension that Kansas City was not ready to be a part of. So without further ado, you guys know how I get. I wait for the brothers to arrive, then we can start the topics. Before that, I give you a little bit of information that you probably are missing. We're going to get into some mock drafts today. We're going to get into some Black History Month. We're going to get into some movies. We're going to get into a whole lot of things, man. So I'm just waiting on the gentlemen to arrive. Y'all know how I do. I check in, make sure everybody is where they need to be, and that's what it is. Besides that, um, that's it. So we await on the arrival of the brothers. I normally, will read something. We got LRP, We Have No Problems in Houston, with us in the live studio, waiting on the other brothers to arrive, waiting for them to hit the button. That man, needs no introduction. You guys know what time it is. And there he is right there. LRP,
So,
what's going on, brother?
peace, God. Peace to the gods. Peace to the earth. Spoken. Yo, how
Yes,
long
sir.
was your soliloquy, bro? That shit was quick. As soon as I joined the show, it
Um,
was like, that's it.
yeah, I did 2 minutes and 15 seconds of introduction. I went back over the Super Bowl real quick, let everybody know Tampa Bay was just in a dimension of their own. Now that that's over with, we're going to get into this free agency talks, go up the topics,
That's the
mock
monologue.
drafts, everything, bro. We're going to get into it all today. You know what I mean? Even told the fans that we're going to get into a couple of the things that got to do with the movies. We're going to get into that, talk some Black History Month. And what you referred to in the room, LRP is not today at all. That's in a couple of weeks. You know what I mean? So that's
Oh, okay. I
So we
misunderstood.
good out here. Yeah, definitely. I want to make sure we all are on for that. That's set up, signed, sealed, and delivered. That's a can't miss. So I want to make sure everybody's good. So what's up, brother? What's on your mind? Hot topics, mock drafts, anything on your mind that you see in free agency? This is the day for it. Talk to us.
Nothing but the same old. Um, shit, we hadn't spoke since Wednesday. A lot of shit went on today. Trevor Lawrence had his pro day. Excuse me. JJ Watt was a free man. Deshaun Watson Chronicles continues. Houston is spiraling out of control, even though they keep saying that everything is under control. It's not. Black Messiah, Judas and the Black Messiah released this morning. Dave Chappelle got his name back. A lot of shit going on today. So, a lot to celebrate, but there's also a lot to stay focused on. And it's been a week, a little over a week. And shouts out to whoever, I know it was probably Shakes too, because he was so distraught. And I know he with us. Shouts out to that brother and Dan Cam. But put on the show right next to it, LRP quits social media. I saw that in the thing. I was like, that's crazy. But it's been a week since I did that, and I am staying true to that. And with each cinematographic experience that I have been enduring, I remain true to it. Um, how a whole motherfucker going to sick a whole mob, guillotines if they had time to build it, but they definitely built the stanchion looking to hang the vice president. You got motherfuckers in the rotunda saying "Hail Hitler," and everybody just go about their business, right? Everybody just go about their business, and nothing to see here. He didn't do nothing wrong, right? Your senators, your House of Representatives, you got whole motherfuckers standing in the rotunda screaming "Hail Hitler." Knew this before, but when you get reenacted into some shit, it just puts you right back in that setting. You know what I'm saying? Put you right in that fight back mode. And y'all ain't
Yeah,
gonna fight
you
back.
know, but you
But
know
I'm
what
gonna
it is,
turn it
LRP.
on over to you, bro. I just wanted to say
No,
this
no, no.
last
I'm
thing.
just saying you no, I want you to finish. I'm gonna just tell you, I'm gonna just slide something in the people ears real quick. No pause, because they need to hear this, right? It's only the single greatest act outside of the act that was domestic in America. It's only the most single international crime outside of the domestic crime. I know you know what I'm saying. I don't got to break it down to you in the history of the world. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, the Holocaust was second compared to slavery. Yes, it's only the second greatest crime. And you can go into a rotunda and scream that. No shots fired, no body blacked out, no nothing. So that's what my brother meant when he said, just nothing to see here, huh? But please, LRP, elaborate, brother. Take your time on this, because this is what today is about. We gonna talk about it all. Shout outs Dave Chappelle for claiming your brand. Now I'll watch the Chappelle show on HBO Max. But go ahead, LRP.
But that actually goes into what I was going to finish out with is the power of the people. People always want to know why always power to the people and think that it's just for that person or just for that color. That man started a whole rainbow coalition of people that was getting abused and oppressed. It's never been Bobby Sealstead and himself. It's never been anti-white. Never. It's always anti-oppression. And you let the media and that's why it's called programming. Because you get programmed into a thought process. You get programmed in that whole psychology. Everybody love the movie, right? Love the movie, but hate it when it happens in actual real life. You know what movie I'm talking about? The Will Smith and the pretty white girl that plays, what's her name now? Harley Race. I forgot her name, but that movie is a movie
Focus.
where, yeah, exactly, where they highlight it. But they give they give it to you different. You know what I'm saying? It's like CeeLo said, you know what I mean? You don't want to hear the truth. You just want to be lied to, make it sound fly to you. You know what I'm saying? They highlighted it then. How motherfucking could just pick up on cues, and naturally have an innate ability of the mind controlling that person to make a decision in the desired outcome. I am a revolutionary, goddammit. I am inspired. This world, something gonna be done. But that's the rantings and ravings of a crazy man. You'll see that on your coffee tables and in your late night lounge smoking cigarettes soon. But anyway, don't forget, stay focused. Get this motherfucker in jail. Ain't no goddamn way this shit needs to be swept under the rug and everybody move on. And this motherfucker's playing golf. I know we all supposed to live in our own circles, handle our own business, take care of our own families, and move accordingly. I understand all that. Got a lot to lose out here. Fuck, I look like joining the revolution at this age. You gotta do something, goddammit. Do
Shout outs
something.
Dan C. California love. And Shakes Montana entered the live studio. Hit the button, boy. Stop playing games. We talking out here today. We try to told you something. It's happening. You know what I'm saying? LRP, I couldn't have said it any better. I couldn't have said it any better, brother. I love the fact that you said something really profound with the movie Focus. A lot of people wasn't able to catch what you said because you illustrated it so different than what they wanted to allow us to see. Then your reference to CeeLo Green, which in a condensed sentence is basically your eyes is wide shut. You know what I mean? The things that are happening are actually happening. You just either want to be ignorant to it or you want to act like you don't understand it, which is the same difference. The man is explaining things to you guys out there in a way where if you cannot understand it, maybe you need to step out of the pocket dimension that he's speaking in and step to a novice based level so your understanding can happen. It's okay if you're not on the same level of hearing and listening, because those are two different things. You heard what the man said, but are you listening? See, listening comes from an experience. That's why you start to listen when you hear things instead of just hearing things and not listen. He spoke, and I hope you can go back into the archives and take that dope ass 4.5 minutes and apply it to something meaningful in your life. And that's where we're going to stand on that, because I do not want to take away from anything that he so eloquently spoke on and so profoundly said in that condensed time. Well said, my brother. Well done.
Appreciate it. Now, what about Watson? What about Watts? What about what you got to say about Trevor Lawrence looking like a whole male lady?
Yo, he looks straight like his mama. I told everybody that. I said, Mrs. Lawrence, start the car, Lawrence. We can't go nowhere because we ain't got no damn insurance. He looked like his mama. So wait for Trevor Lawrence to get Head and Shoulders commercials, right? And eyelash endorsements. He look just like his mom's, man. It's crazy. If you take Trevor Lawrence's face and cut him off at the neck, you will not know he was a man. He can play any gay extra in a movie or any trans woman or man in a movie. That's how serious it is. And there's no disrespect to him. I mean, you look as you look. And I can guarantee you that I take it as a surfer look or whatever that is, or whatever that is. He's going to have women crawling up and down the stadium in Jacksonville for him, if that's the preference that he is rocking with, which is fine. But
Yo, straight Bon Jovi.
Yeah, it still doesn't take away from you looking like a woman. You look like the white Shalimar. Let's get that out there.
For real. How the
You
Isley
look like the
brothers
white
used to
Shalimar.
dress.
What?
Yo, you ever seen the
All he
Isley
need is a
brother
band
outfit?
on his forehead,
It's like, what the
and that's
fuck?
it.
How was anybody being a choosy lover out at that time? Motherfucker, I will choose somebody else every time. Better take that shit off. Oh, motherfuckers wore a whole suit with the whole belly out, bro.
Yo, Shalimar was crazy. Dan Cam know who Shalimar was.
Can't wear nothing like that as a dude. It was
They was the
actually
first.
a show.
They was the first male group where everybody had on makeup and eyeliner. Dead serious. They look airbrushed on the album.
The Boys. You ever watch that show, The Boys, on Amazon Prime?
Absolutely, bro. Episode threw me off when the dude Johnson pulls wrapped around the dude's throat, and I was like, "Yo,
That shit was hilarious.
y'all taking this too far, b."
That shit was hilarious. The dude
Motherfucker
was.
name is Mama's Milk.
But
What the fuck we
it's a
doing out
wild
here?
ass show, bro. It's a wild ass show.
It
But
is.
I bring that shit up because the bearded dude always called everybody cunt. He said something. Somebody said something to him, and he was like, "Man, I don't wear that. I'm a boy." Something like that. But it was just a dope ass line, and it came off perfectly. The timing was just great, and I figured that was relevant to what the hell we talking about. Trevor Lawrence, yes, the dude can throw his ass off though, but it was weird to watch. That's all I'm saying. Somebody need to check the records. That's all I'm saying. And ain't nothing wrong with that. I mean, shit, Wonder Woman out here saving whole worlds, bro. It's so good. So good. But ain't no way. That motherfucker, it started different. It started different. That's all I'm
Right.
saying.
With a
It started
whole
different.
lasso of truth. She got a whole lasso of truth. She'll tie your ass up and you cannot lie. You are
Mm-hmm.
held in contempt with the rope that glow
One
from the
thing I know,
goddess
parents will do
of
whatever
Themyscira.
for their kids, especially if the motherfucker got talent. I mean, that's all I'm saying. Yeah,
His
stop
mom
acting
came
like
and did his hair
we don't live in the
before his
United
pro day.
States. It's all kinds of way. Have you seen Hollywood? There's all kinds of shit going on out here. Why is this so far fetched? Don't look at me like I'm crazy. Don't look at me like I'm crazy. Take your ass to Vegas. You see a whole 10 man. Tell me I'm lying. Yeah. See?
You hear me in the back. I'm not even saying.
See?
That went over a couple of things. That went
I'm
over
not
a couple of
supposed to
people's
say that
heads.
this isn't a male lady? Shit. Whatever. He had to go. Let me see,
Listen,
didn't know who Shalimar was.
he didn't. Don't
Remember
worry, I'm
the
gonna send you the
dance.
album
Nah,
cover,
you
Dancy.
remember the music, don't remember the what they look like. You know they used to put us in some crazy shit anyway. I mean, for a long time I first thought Temptations was five white surfer cats.
Yo, let me tell you something right now, and I'm gonna make sure the whole world know this. Shalimar did that shit for real. They did that shit for real. It wasn't no pressure. It wasn't nobody that came to them and said,
They
"So how
showed
y'all
up.
want to do
They
this?"
showed up looking that way.
That's a fact. The lead singer in Shalimar said, "This is how I want us to look on our album, because we are transcending. We are taking this thing to a whole nother level." I don't
Hand
know
me my
what kind of
activator.
narcotic they was on at that time, but it definitely was real.
Did
It
Johnny
was
bring the
no fear.
activator? Yeah, it's
What?
in the bag. Is
Motherfuckers
it the
had
lambskin or the Gucci? Bitch, you better grab the Gucci bag. You got the
stop it,
activator.
Silky. You killing them. Yeah, yo, Shalimar. Yo, it looked like 5 women. I can't even get it out of me. Yo, it looked like 5 females on the cover of an album. And if you didn't know it was men, it had you. You didn't understand. First of all, I was too young to understand even who Shalimar was when I saw it. So I asked my grandmother,
All of them did that.
who are these 5 ladies right here? Just, this is their song? Yo, and I got looked at like I was wrong.
The bars,
First
full
of all, right,
force.
you,
Motherfuckers wore whole headbands rolled up,
Cock Diesel.
looking like they're about to go do some aerobics. What the
Listen,
fuck?
Cock Diesel with the Belichick sweatshirts.
You know what I'm
Everybody
saying?
had on the Belichick shit, okay? With the stomach cut off, right?
With the heartbreak
Like they
kid
was going
pants on.
straight up. Yo, straight up and down with hammer pants on.
Already.
And man pouches. Don't forget there was man pouches involved in that.
They look all the way
Yo,
crazy.
what? Be Fine was dead serious.
Motherfucking Melly Mel, Furious 5, all on.
What?
Out here. But hey, that was it. So that was what people were doing. Either way, Urban Meyer, we can talk about that. Let's talk about, since we're on the topic, like how does he think this whole thing is going to play out with this hire that he's taking on? And granted, it's just a strength and conditioning, but that's usually the motherfucker that's doing the most yelling and screaming at you and telling you what
First,
you
I have
ought
to.
to be doing.
Right. But first, I have to ask you, how do you feel about that situation and the position of that in that situation with him? Right? Like, it doesn't seem like a backstep or anything like that to you.
My bad. Forgive
You?
the silence. My bad. I wasn't in the matrix. My hands. Anyway,
Okay.
how do I feel about what? About refer who you narrow down who you're talking about.
The whole Urban Meyer
Chris
thing.
Doyle or Urban Meyer being a coach. Period.
Urban Meyer. First, I want to talk about him, and then I want to talk about the whole situation with Chris Doyle.
All right. So
So,
yeah,
yeah, yeah. No,
clarify the
I want to hear. I
question
want
with
to
Urban Meyer.
hear. It's controversial. That's number one. You know what I mean? Because Chris Doyle is supposedly tone deaf. If you ain't ever heard that before, you heard that before, or I'm just
Mm,
bugging out. I'm the only
no,
one.
I heard it before.
Okay,
Exactly
cool.
the underlying of what we discussing topically, historically, overall. Anyway.
Mm-hmm. Right. So today's topic, underlyingly and up, as the subject matter, tone deaf. Now, Urban Meyer to me is well respected. So when you hire somebody controversial, it's only two things involved. You don't give a fuck about whoever is talking, or it's nepotism to the fullest level. Now, I don't know Urban Meyer to be the type of nepotistic guy, but that's just football. That's just sports. That's just friendship. So that's what I was asking. Do you feel like it's a step back for him? Is it something that people going to step back and look through a different set of lenses or feel some kind of way? Or you think once the winning start, that shit going to go away anyway, if that's the case? If the winning starts, it's a great situation. If it's still the same difference between last year and 2, 3 years from now, then they're going to critique the shit to the fullest. He's going to get ostracized for it. So I was asking you, how do you feel about it? Do you feel like is that a step back for him
Yeah,
being Urban Meyer?
I do. But
Okay.
I also feel that going into the same thing with the programming, if the winning starts, then all will be forgiven. That's what this place does. You know what I'm saying? So I agree with that as well. But I don't think he helped himself
Mm,
as far as this. I mean, and not so much even with the hire, but I mean, I don't really. I know he's probably respected, but for one thing, I think he's going to ruin Trevor Lawrence. That's just my opinion.
oh
I
shit.
I, I don't think Urban Meyer. I mean, you look at what has he done, man? What has he done at this level? He ain't done shit,
Right.
and he's
No, he
made
has
bad
not.
mistakes, and he's made poor choices, and I mean, he's won, but it's short lived. You know what I'm saying? I don't see him consistent on a winning basis because he put his Tebow, Haskins. You know, Haskins, the jury's still out, but what else? Even before him, shit, what was his name? Damn, it was him and Haskins going at it at one point. We went a couple of, I forgot his name, but he's another quarterback that Ohio State had. Without getting into all that lineage, I just don't like Urban Meyer. And you hiring somebody that's coming off of like numerous reports from players
Right.
and a whole organization, a whole institution that pays you to, like they say, to leave. You know what I mean? And you just pick them up like that in Jacksonville, where I don't want to speak too much on that because I don't know, but probably be a good thing to look at and see what their staff look like right now anyway. But I don't want to go as far as to say that that's a fact because I haven't looked into it. I haven't really given a shit too much about it really, but I do know that this dude is headed for, I just don't see it, man. I think you're going to ruin Trevor Lawrence. I think Jacksonville is going to suck. Doing the same shit Houston is doing. You know what I mean? But I don't see that. The only thing that gives me pause is Tony Khan. Because that dude, he's done some things that's good for the other side. So I'm very curious. It's conflicting if you ask me. I don't know. Maybe giving them a stick to beat them with it or whatever. But
Okay. Let's go over, since we going stay on Urban Meyer's situation. Let's get into some of the accomplishments and also the teams, and we can talk about some players that came from those schools at that time, right? So he was Xavier's High School's DB coach. He went to Ohio State. He was a graduate assistant. I don't even know what that means as a coach. I'm just going to keep it moving. Illinois State, 1988. He was a linebackers coach. He was bumped up to the quarterbacks and wide receivers coach at Illinois State. He was a wide receiver coach from 1990 to 1995 at Colorado State. He was a wide receivers coach at Notre Dame from 1996 to 2000. Got his first head coaching shot at Bowling Green from 201 to 202. Then became Utah's head coach from 203 to 204. Then the big stint at Florida from 205 to 210. And then the stint at Ohio State from 2012 to 2018. And now presently the Jacksonville Jaguars head coach. 3 national championships, 2006, 2008, 2014, 3-time Big Ten champion, 2-time SEC champion, 2-time MW champion, 5 times Big Ten East Division, 2-time Big Ten champion, 3-time SEC Eastern Division champion, Woody Hayes Trophy, 2004-2012, Eddie Robinson Coach of the Year Trophy, 2004, George Munger Award, Home Depot Coach of the Year, 2004, Coach of the Year, Victory Award. All right, so the resume looks good, but is the production there? That's what we need to discuss. When it comes to quarterbacks, the first place you got to look is Florida, right? Tebow, as you mentioned. I don't remember anybody else coming out of Florida from that time. Ohio State, 212 to 218. 6-year situation. Wasn't Barrett the quarterback before Haskins?
that's his name.
Okay.
Yeah, that's his name. I couldn't think of his
Barrett, right?
JT Barrett, yeah.
JT Barrett. Okay. And I don't know what happened with him and that kid.
Nothing.
And
Same
if I'm not mistaken, before JT Barrett, wasn't Terrell Pryor there?
Yep.
Okay, I'm just making sure that my mind works. That's all. So we got Terrell Pryor, we got JT Parrott, and we got Dwayne Haskins, right?
And Tebow.
And Tebow. And also, let's not forget Joe Burrow transferred from Ohio State to go to LSU.
The plot thickens. Do 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 do.
We got Shakes Montana Manan with us. What's going on, baby? Geronimo Brazil, man. Shout outs. So
What's up,
yeah,
Shakes?
I mean,
Peace.
if you look
Peace, God.
if you look at those four quarterbacks right there, like we said, the
Argument.
jury's still out on Haskins. Tebow is Shake's son. I liked Tim Tebow. I just know that Peyton Manning ruined his career. I'm never gonna not say that. Was it a good move? Yeah, because they got a Super Bowl out of it. But let's not act like Peyton Manning was going crazy like that. But he definitely did the first year that they got him, threw for over 50 touchdowns, 5,000 yards, and got their asses crushed by Seattle in the Super
Thought it
Bowl.
was Cutler that they moved on from after
Now they moved
Tebow.
on from Cutler. No. It was they
Oh,
moved on
okay.
from Cutler with Tebow, and they moved on from Tebow with Peyton Manning.
Oh, okay. But the boy couldn't throw though, man. I mean, it was a whole sign language J before he threw the ball.
Oh,
Did you
Shakes, you
see
want to
his
get
arm
in on
motion?
that? That's your son.
Did you see the
Nope,
arm
not
motion?
gonna do
That's
it.
your son. I'm gonna
I
let
done done
Shakes
it. I
defend
done
his
done it
son.
too much. Nope, done it too much. That shit didn't go.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
you saying that you
I
meaning that
went.
shit.
Yeah, because I went that. It's a whole imaginary J. Stop it.
Yo, hello. He's that shit is an imaginary J.
It was.
Yo,
It was terrible.
yo, the
God
disrespect
awful.
is real today.
This dude was the Bill Cartwright of football, bro. What are you
Yo,
talking
he
about?
said it's an imaginary J. I don't think anybody ever heard no shit like that when it came to us talking about a quarterback. He
Try
said, "Did
doing
you
that
see
shit.
his throw motion?
Look at
It
his
was an
elbow
imaginary J."
and do a J
Yo,
with it.
oh man, yo,
That's how long that shit
oh man,
took to get out of his fucking hands every time.
oh
Every
my
time.
goodness, yo.
Mechanics was all fucked up. I loved the play. I mean, he was tough as nails. He's a hard worker.
Oh,
That's why Shakes love him.
right, that yeah,
He's a
that's
hard
that's
worker
what it
like a
was.
motherfucker, but
Hard
that
working
shit was
Tebow.
imaginary J all day.
All he rocked was vagina. Yeah,
Oh, he did. Oh,
yeah.
he did.
All he rocked was vagina. Yeah. Yo, I'm gonna say this, man, to defend Shake's son, my nephew. He was winning. Let's get that out there. All right. Let's get it out there because it needs to be where it needs to be. The kid was winning. I understand how anybody feels about the situation or whatever was going on. He was the comeback king, 6 out of 8 games, losing the teams that he was not supposed to beat at all, and coming back in the last 30 seconds, 45 seconds of games and doing the impossible, making it look crazy. Like something that we haven't seen in the quarterbacking situation in forever. He was doing it with his legs, just doing it enough with his arms, pause. And in the playoffs, he has the very first completion for a touchdown to win a game in overtime in the history of the NFL when they changed the new rules. It was just it. He was winning. He got beat, obviously, after they beat the Steelers. by a better team, which there's nothing he could do about that. He got beat by a better team. Bottom line. And then John Elway pulled the strings. He said, "You know what? This guy is good. I like this guy. I drafted this guy. This guy is my guy. But there is another guy that I believe that we're going to get that's going to lead us where we need to go. And I apologize, Tebow, but I have to go do that." And when he snatched Peyton Manning up, that messed up Tim Tebow's career. And that was it. That was it. Everything was downhill from there. Then the trade to the Jets, which was the worst thing that could have happened to him. It just went downhill from there. Then he wanted to play baseball,
I feel
which
like
he
it's
was
just
doing
like,
pretty good. It wasn't like he was like
yo,
a
it's
bum.
just
He
like,
was doing pretty good in baseball.
is this like an
And
anniversary thing?
some other things happened. And that was the end of that.
So it's like
And that's how
an
TT
anniversary
happened.
thing. Like every year we go through the same shit and we say the same shit.
Do
And
we?
people say, oh, yeah, I mean, yeah, every year. Like,
I
oh
can't
man,
recall. I
that
think
was
this is the
Shake's
first
guy,
time. I don't
man.
even know if I
Tebow.
was
Yeah, I
Yeah,
don't
bro.
remember
was
talking
I
about it.
involved when Tebow was doing this thing.
Bro.
I don't know.
When Black Freezy come on,
I
he'll
think
say
I
the same
was
shit. We
actually.
say this
Nah, I
shit
think I
every year.
was. I don't know. I guess
Well,
we
Everything,
talk around
you
too.
know what I remember, Shakes? I just remember
everything that you say,
Black. Mm-hmm.
everything you said that is my defense. It's always my defense. Always.
Right.
It's the same
See,
shit every year, bro. We say the same shit. It's somebody saying, "Oh, he can't throw, man. That was your boy." Boo, boo. And then it's like, "Oh yeah, but he won." Boo, boo, boo. You know what I mean? Like it's the same shit every time.
Uh,
yeah, so that's what it. Yeah, I wouldn't. Yeah, I never been involved in it. I only probably let you guys go through it. That's why. And LRP, yeah, I could probably speak for both of us because we never had an extensive conversation about Tim Tebow whatsoever. You know what I mean?
it's the first time I definitely said sideways imaginary J. That was just if I talked about it before, then
Oh
that's
yeah,
some
that's the
new
first
shit,
time.
and
Yeah,
the
that's the
jokes
first time
just
I
keep
heard that.
coming.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
So
that
I
was a good one. Yeah.
shouts out to me for that. If we had this conversation before, because I can honestly can't tell you, so I can't confirm or deny.
Yo, it's not like, bro. I swear, I
I'm with
wish,
you though.
yo, if I could find like every year that we done talked about this shit, I'm telling you, bro, I could make a whole playlist on YouTube.
For real. You
That
sound like
shit
Yeah,
B
I
like
Rabbit right
definitely
now.
didn't.
We
like
all
like
Yeah,
sitting
every
up
I
there
year.
trying to
definitely
get a
didn't.
record deal. He was like, man, we always talk about the same shit. Now we gotta get pictures and we gotta get a record deal. You treating us like we be, you know what I'm saying? Why you doing this to us, Jake? Fucking B Rabbit today, bro. Mad? Cheddar
Like,
Bob shot
bro,
herself. It was
bro,
like, man, Cheddar Bob's fucking laying up and right,
you know,
laying up right now. We talk about
shutting
this
this shit
shit.
down, son. Shutting that shit down, man. What we doing? What we doing?
I
I don't
agree.
want to talk about
Well,
that no more.
what you got? What you got? Speak on it, bro. What you got to say, Shane?
Um, yeah, man, y'all was talking about something before I got on here too.
Talking
And
about
I
this
wanted to mention it.
dastardly ass fucking country.
Oh, no, not that
Black
though.
Messiah. I'm a revolutionary. Say it proud.
Nah,
We're talking about Watson, talking about Watt, talking about Trevor Lawrence and him looking like a male lady. Um,
no, you know what? I know
that's
what
it.
it is. I know what it is. And you said everything but this shit. I'm glad you ain't say it. That means I remembered it on my own. Shout out to me, pat on my back. So, this is what I wanted to talk about, right? Because I came on these airways when I first heard it. And I was like, yo, LLP, you ain't hear this shit? And you're like, nah.
Dave.
I was
Oh
like, man,
man, shit.
Dave
Damn.
Chappelle is motherfucking sitting there taking a stance against motherfucking the networks and shit on his name, the rights of the show and everything. And he's asking people not to watch the motherfucker until he gets his goddamn money. Now I'm gonna tell you, bro. I'm gonna tell you right now. I'm gonna admit this shit, bro. Even though I took this stance, bro.
You watched it?
Even though I took this stance. No, I didn't watch it. Hell no. Fuck no. I wouldn't felt right, bro. Like, no. Here's the thing, yo. Even though I took the stance on it, right? I was like, man, for one, damn, that shit really make you want to watch some shit. Then you like, man, I want to see that little clip right there. Like, man, let me just watch that shit on YouTube and shit. So, you know what I'm saying? But I didn't think that they was gonna give him his money. I thought we were just gonna be banning this shit for forever. At least for some years. Man, listen,
That
man.
shit didn't take long
Like
at
you
all.
said, yo, the power of motherfucking people, bro.
Yes.
Everybody took that stance. We took a stance as a culture, the black community, and we said, nah, bro. We ain't gonna motherfucking watch this shit till you give our boy his money. And by golly, he got it.
Talk on it.
Shout outs to Dave Chappelle, man. Shout outs to
Shouts out
Dave
to
Chappelle.
Dave
Shout outs to the
Chappelle.
people, man. Shout
To the
outs to the
people.
people. You know what I'm
Power
saying?
to the motherfucking people.
Flexing their power, bro. And that
Power to the
shows you
people because I
how
stand for the
much
people.
power we really have, bro. That shows y'all, man. So let's stay together and be one on certain things, and maybe, just maybe, some things can change, bro. That's it.
How the fuck you think you gonna get calm as a motherfucker after yelling like that? No, LRP, I'm gonna talk to you. I'm gonna talk to you about him. You ain't see this motherfucker hitting the table? You did some things that changed. That's all I had to say. Black power.
That brother needed a podium, just like we all do, goddamn
You
it.
ain't see him, no, but you ain't here. That's all I had to say. Black power.
Power to the people. We are the people.
Right.
Yo, so listen,
That rise the fuck up. Stop this
LRP,
dumb
right?
shit. Call your senators. Call your goddamn congressman. Tell them your services are no longer needed.
So LRP is going to give us some things. Because, by the way, LRP, I was about to watch. Young man, you got to watch. I know you got to watch. Get the watch. Get the stuff.
Get the
I was
stuff.
about to. I was about to watch, but I see it said 2 hours and 4 minutes. And by the time that I loaded up HBO Max to do my thing, I said, nah, I might be running a show and I'm not the dude to be cutting none of this off while I'm trying to do my thing.
Oh yeah, once you turn it on.
Yeah, so I'm going to wait till after the show and I'm going to dive into that. ASON, the one man army ASON. I'm right here by myself, wine on my right hip, TV in a beeline, and I'm going to do what I does. And I'm going to come back on here Monday, on Shakes Monday, and I'm going to discuss what I need to discuss. I don't want to be ignorant, uninformed, or just talking to be talking. I am going to watch every minute from credit to credit of Judas and the Black Messiah. I am going to watch every minute of it the moment the show ends. Shakes, I don't know if you saw it or not, but first let's get on what we did discuss, that we've been waiting for you to join the fray. Please tell me you watched American Skin. Please.
No, still ain't
You
watched
heard, oh man. We need you, fam. Can we be as one as the people on that? We need you, bro. For real. We need you, bro. Like, come on, man.
How dare you? Who's
Everybody done
asking?
saw it, brother.
Yeah,
I'll get it.
yeah, that one's important.
Yeah, don't do that. Don't just get to it, bro. That's a must see situation. If your life is not changed after that, then you ain't watching it right. That's a whole movement, bro. Anything on the NFL shakes you got for the Urban Meyer? You care? You don't care? How you feel about that?
Um, nah, man, I don't give
I figured.
a damn. Let me say something though, man. Let me say something. Last night,
Last night.
last night, I wasn't. Nah, but yo, listen, right, bruh.
I was going OJ's with it. I
My
ain't know which
life,
one you would say.
uh, nah, I had a whole different joint in my head, yo. What was that group name, yo? They was fruity as shit in that motherfucking uh video too, man. I forgot their name, yo. I'll
Shalimar?
get it later, yo. Nah, I want them, but like, last night, man,
Yo,
in
Shakes,
my
hold on real
life,
quick, real quick. No, but real quick before you start, I just gotta ask you: do you remember Shalimar?
mm-mm, nah,
Oh
I don't
shit.
even want to know.
Yeah, go ahead, bro. I
I don't
got you.
even want to know.
I'm gonna send it in the room. Don't worry about it. I got your back. Go ahead, fam. Mm-mm-mm.
Yeah, I don't even want to know, bro. That's something that I missed, and I want to stay missing and shit. Feel me? But
Shit
yesterday
different.
my life like flashed before my eyes. Like I was in a car accident. Now I ain't hurt or nothing. I'm good. I'm straight. But when the car hit, like you know how when people say like everything that happens, like you see it, like everything
Like a
that
20-inch
happened in your
zenith.
life, like yeah, like and I swear, like everything like flashed before everything that happened in my life and where I'm at today and shit. And when I came out the shit unscathed, unscarred, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, of course, I thank God. God and the angels be with me all the time, I always thank them and I always pray and thank for my blessings. But after that, I just thought to myself like, damn, just like that, bro, you can be gone. Like just like that, bro, just like that. So like, you gotta just live for the moment, man. Like no regrets, man. Just go all out, live your life, man. That's basically what I gotta say about my experience last night. It was definitely eye opening.
That's crazy. I mean, like, so how did it happen? Was it them being stupid? Because you know motherfuckers can't drive for shit, bro.
I,
Yeah, give us a little bit on that, bro, because you got me intrigued as hell now. Like, yo, what
Yeah,
happened?
yeah, I'm glad you were all right and shit. You sure? Don't say that out
Yeah,
loud, though.
bro.
You might
Yeah,
have some
yeah,
effects
man.
later. As your attorney, I direct you to not say anything else about your health and well being.
True. It was crazy because the cop came and everything, and like I was like so wrapped up in like, yo, I gotta get home, bro. Like, and plus, like, I was good. Like, it wasn't nothing. So I was just like, man, listen, I'm good. You know, everything straight. Uh, what happened? We was on the highway, and my boy like tried to merge onto the
Actually, you
exit
know
lane.
what? Hold up. Put
Yeah,
a yeah.
yeah,
That's
yeah, yeah,
disregard.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
I,
yeah, yeah,
I
yeah,
don't
yeah,
want to
yeah.
know what happened.
Yeah. Cause like, for the legal reasons and everything, I'm not going to say too
Yeah,
much. But
yeah.
you know what I'm
I'm
saying?
glad you all
The
right. You know,
motherfucker,
let's
Amen to
become
that.
revolutionary. Let's become revolutionaries then. Since you know what I mean, you look death in the face, bro. Let's go do this shit. And I'm telling you, the world gonna change. All I need is for y'all to just stand next to me and make sure nobody else got nothing while I do my thing. I promise you won't be no drama. Because it's impossible when I speak for you to be mad.
that's
You see how the whole room got silent?
powerful.
For real.
Right.
And now that we know what happens when we come together. So stop saying the N-word, motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Switch over to a motherfucker. It sounds better anyway. And I'm telling you, it feel a whole lot better. And it still has the same ooh-wop type shit to it. You know what I'm saying? Motherfucker. Motherfucker. Just
Hey,
think if
hey,
Q-Tip
listen.
made a song called Motherfucker.
I'm about to ask a question
Sucker,
that could
motherfucker.
possibly take our show, but
Motherfucker.
I want to ask this question anyway, though, right? I'm
Oh
not
shit.
politically correct, right? I'm not politically correct at all, right? But you say stop saying nigga, right? So, I, I'm always the thing about me is like I'm extremely high or extremely low, right? So it's like if you say don't say nigga, right? Right? You say don't say nigga. To me, in my mind, I'm like, all right, well, what if I go ahead and go around calling everybody cracker? Is that good? Am I wrong? Like even I call you right now, like, hey man, like man, you man, look cracker. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm talking to you, LLP. I'm talking to you. You know what I'm saying? Like, is that am I wrong? Am I
I'm
am
not a...
I politically incorrect?
Okay. So, this is how a response
Mm-hmm.
is supposed to happen for saying the N-word from a person,
Mm-hmm.
from a Caucasian person. Because that
Mm-hmm.
Caucasian person doesn't identify,
Mm-hmm.
it's not implanted in his brain to think of white in the N word. It
Mm-hmm.
is their brains, their neurotransmitters do not connect to that. So when you ask me a question like that, I'm not a cracker.
Mm-hmm.
So I cannot
How
say
nigga good?
how a Caucasian person would feel if they was called that. However,
All right, but what if I called you a
nothing
cracker?
would happen. Nothing would happen. It wouldn't mean anything. But if you say the N word, it means everything.
But you're not a
So
nigga.
how is the power still on you if it still
You're not a
causes that
nigger.
reaction from a person coming from that color skin, hearing that word? You call me a cracker, it means nothing. You call a white person, I don't know, I can't speak for them, but if you call them that, nothing probably will happen because it doesn't mean
Oh,
anything to them because
nothing
they
does.
know.
Nothing ever does. Nothing ever does. I
So
do it all the
that's,
time.
I mean, that's how I see it. But if you say the other part of it, it means everything.
Mm,
You feel me?
mm. No, I feel you. But what I'm trying to say is neurologically in your brain, right? If you try to knock that word out your system and just replace it with the word cracker, am I wrong? You know?
All right. I'll chime in a I'll play devil's advocate, similar to what LRP was doing, right?
Mm-hmm.
Subconsciously,
Mm-hmm.
is that the first word that you want to use when you want to describe talking to someone Caucasian? Or is that the word
Oh
that
hell
you
yeah.
use when you are? That's
Oh
the
no, that's
first
my
word
that's my
that you want
word.
to use,
Yeah, that's my word.
right?
That's my word.
So it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter who, what, where, when. That's just the word.
Yeah. Yo, it's
Okay.
so bad, right? To the point
Right.
that
Right.
it done almost slipped up about 5 times on air before in history of the shakedown, and I had to catch myself. I think I slipped up one time and said it, but yeah, go ahead.
But let me say this though to
But
you, real quick. You got it, LRP. I just want to elaborate on my point. It doesn't apply to everyone, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because you definitely don't see Dan C as that. Neither one of the Dans, Dan the Man or Dan C. So it's an applicable thing. It's an appliance. You have a certain type that you apply it to, and that's what I mean. So subconsciously, the type of Caucasian male or person you're applying it to, because it's just not the first thing that comes out of your mouth or your nose. So I just want to make sure people know
All right,
that.
so
But I know what you're saying.
all right, and I appreciate that. That's cool. You try to play it up real quick. All right, to me, and this is how I see shit, and it's really how I see shit, right or wrong, right? Um, I feel like people are too racially sensitive, right? Um, I will. I'm always calling somebody like if I'm describing somebody or I'm describing someone like with a race or whatever. Like I'm not so like racially sensitive that I'm like, oh, I can't say that word. Like that, I just describe them that as that. Excuse me. Like I'm not gonna call a black person a nigger. Well, I'm gonna call him a nigger. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not gonna say Caucasian or whatever. I'm gonna say cracker. And I'm not gonna say Mexican or whatever. Y'all get the point, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? So like to me, I just describe them as that, and I'm just like, yeah, you know what I mean? Like it is what it is. It's kind of like saying you black or saying you white or saying you Mexican. Like it is what it is to me. I'm just not racially sensitive, but I know the world is. So I try to refrain from that. I just don't see any hate or malice into what I'm saying. I don't come from a bad place of what I'm saying. It's just that I'm just describing what your race is to me, or you know what I mean, what they call your race, even if it's in a negative or derogatory way.
well, I will say that you are exactly what, like as you said, what America is. Because before it wasn't like this, right? I mean, there's always been problems. This country has never been great for a portion of that populates this country. So that's never been. But before the bloviating orange peel came in and gave power to this to the ignorance, to as though now, as you stated, you on the show you don't illustrate these things, but in your own home you do. Well, for years throughout the whole 80s and 90s, racism, like, one thing the crazy man Kanye said before he went crazy is racism still alive. They just be concealing
They
it.
just be
That's
concealing
just
it.
right. People's
I live
always
by
been
that
this
shit.
way. They just been in their house with it. And if we can get back to that, that's fine too. You know what I'm saying? We get back if you can say or do, feel, or however the fuck you want. But when you outside in these streets, it ain't none of your fucking business. Keep it moving.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And that's been the problem that a lot of people are not saying. You know what I mean? This country is never, you've always thought this country was yours. And it has been. And half of you people are mad because some of these other races, Asian, Hispanic, white, black, or whatever, are rising up against it. But then you have the other side, which i.e. January 6th, who feels that it's all going to hell now. You know what I'm saying? But they've always been there, but they've been just in their house doing it. In backwoods, burning shit. You know what I mean? In the bed sheets. They always had meetings. It's just the motherfuckers wasn't at the Walmart meeting. That's all. So, I mean, that's however,
Mm.
you know, it's that's what you choose to say or use. But I'm just saying the darts are not the same. And I can, I already completely disagree with the ER and the A. I mean, it's shit. You don't call them Wally, you call them Wale. No matter what the fuck you call it, he's still Wale. You know what I'm saying? It's still a whale at the end of the day. So
Well,
we can,
I don't give a fuck how you pronounce it, motherfucker. It's well.
I mean, so I will endearingly, with love and respect for my brother, I completely reject that notion. But it is what it is. I can't. That's as I stated. Nothing will change until that is surgically DNA removed. Motherfucking laser up against your shit on some total recall stuff, pulling fucking dreams out of your fucking head like Harry Potter. That's the only fucking way that if a holistic climate, as I am speaking of, that day will never come because that word will never be removed from them, from us, and their hatred will never be removed from them. But like I said, I'm gonna fucking try.
you know, and I'm gonna go, and we gonna get off this because it's getting too deep. But I want to say this though, about the ER and the A, right? I get what you're saying, right? And exactly what you're saying, it comes from the oppression of and the pain and the hurt that we have, or our ancestors have dealt with, and paved the way for us to not have to go through or have our kids go through these things today. Um,
Still here, brother.
when you, it is still here,
Still
but
here.
at the same time, there was a lot of change, man. There was a lot of change, and if Martin Luther King Jr. could see it now, and Malcolm X could see it now, I think that they would have some type of comfort in it because our kids don't feel the pain that we have felt. Like, I talk to the kids, and these days, and it's like, all right, yeah, I mean, they feel the racism, right? And they feel it like it's still alive, but at the same time, they don't feel it as strong as we felt it in the 90s. You know what I'm saying? And the people that was in the 70s or the 60s would say, well, you know what I'm saying? The ones in the 90s and the 80s ain't feel it as hard or as much as they did. You know what I'm saying? So there has been change, is what my thing is. Now, you know, is it a significant change? Like, that's debatable. At the same time, it's still a lot of change that needs to still happen. We still need to grow as people. And to get to these things, to get to change, sometimes like the worst has to happen. You have to go through a major shitstorm for it to be a sunshine at the end of the day. So, the worst that it gets will be when, if y'all can understand what I'm meaning.
The greater the struggle, the greater the victory, brother. That's what you're saying. That's what you're saying.
Yeah.
I
And
know.
and we get it. Trust me, we hear you loud and clear. Don't think that nobody's ignoring you. Don't think that these airwaves ain't listening to you. We see where you coming from, where it's coming from, where you speaking from, and also that experience you had during this week that was more of a wake up call and an understanding for yourself to recognize some things. And you grew from that. And we could hear that. And we respect you and we love you, brother. We not. I hear everything you saying. That's why I'm able to say what I'm saying now. I took a straight seat and I heard you, loud and clear, bro. I heard you.
I heard you too, Shakes.
Appreciate
I
that.
heard you too, bro.
Appreciate it.
We heard you. You told it that's something.
But I tell you what, this shit is definitely systematic now. You know what I mean? And for years, and I even had someone tell me that the reason why you are where you are is because of your name. Have you ever thought about going with your middle? Because your first one may be too ethnic. Meanwhile, you coming off of the patriotic career that everyone tells you, defend this and defend that, fight for your country. You know what I mean? And you come back. So there's millions of us that did everything, jumped through every hoop. Oh, go take this class, take that class. Oh, you got to get your education, got to strengthen your brain. All right, I took it to the top. Well, second to the top. You know what I mean? Ain't no PhD or nothing like that. But hey, associates, got it. Bachelor's, done. Master's, working on it. However, 50% complete. The other 50, piece of cake. Did everything. Oh, go ahead and get this. And then you'll be able to provide. You'll be able to earn more. You'll be able to get the part of that American dream because now you should be at the end of your rope or to a sustainable limit. Meanwhile, you running circles around everybody, doing the best you can, killing it. Go in, bam, accommodation. Whoa, go in, another notorious thing. Oh, what? You awesome. Meanwhile, you let the other person that just started the race straight past you. Even though it may not be picking cotton, even though it may not be a belt across your back, even though it may not be seeing your children being ripped away from you because they're good earners. It's modernized, modern day. It's jail cells now. It's panicking whenever you see a certain type of car behind you. It's watching your kids have to try to maneuver through all of this. Or perhaps you're in poverty and you got to watch your kids go to school with malnourished or underclothed. They get joned on or they get picked on by the kids. Then that creates mental health. And then that creates schizophrenia. Then that creates all kinds of other stuff because not only are you impoverished, designed and systematically put there, your health care and the injections you get are different, generic, because insurance don't cover that. So all I'm saying is, bro, I definitely appreciate your words. And that hope is what is needed and it's always been there. But as my man Redman said, time for some action. Time for some action. Because I'm sick of it. And I'm sick of it, motherfuckers pissing on me, calling it rain.
Out of everything that you said, bro, which is all, it was all important. Let me just say that first, right? But all that shit you said, yo, the main thing that I was stuck on, bro, is I want to ask you, like, where the fuck does Jones come from? Like you just joned on a person. Like what is that? Like that's a Daniel Jones thing? Like what is this?
You know
What is
that
Jones
when
on the
DC
kid,
came out
bro?
for a
Like
second.
yeah, it did, bro. It really did. Hard body. Like, yeah, he jonesing on that kid, bro. Like, dang, yo, where that fucking come from? Like, where is that? Where did that come from? Like, what Jones was picked on that they just say, "Yo, we gonna call that shit Jones from now on."
It's not Jones.
I want to
It's
know
not the
who
last
Jones
name.
this was.
It's not Jones. It's not Jones. First off, there's no E or no S. It's it's Joan, man. It's like it's JUN or some shit with a swastika, not a swastika, a little, the little fucking
LRP,
thing at
if
the
you could
top of
only
it.
have seen, yo, if you could only have seen my face when you just said JUN with a swastika at the top. Yo, LRP, listen,
Y'all know I
they're
ain't
gonna
mean
take our
that.
show. I know, but I didn't know what to
I
say.
definitely didn't
You
mean
know what I'm
that
saying?
goddamn name.
Sometimes I didn't know what to say, LRP.
It got that little thing on top of it, though. I can't think of the
It's right.
name.
It's
The little
it's
thing on
the
top.
it's the accentuation point. That's called the accentuate. It's the way it's the pronunciation point at the top. I know what you're
That
talking about,
that ain't
LRP.
it.
Yeah, but
That
that's
ain't the
what it is. You
name.
said the little swastika. Yo, I can't. I can't. I can't. He said it's June with the swastika at the top. I don't know what to say no more. I don't know what to say. Like I know normally what to say. I don't know what to say.
The Freudian slip. That's what they call a Freudian slip. Because I was thinking
Oh
about
God,
racism,
I can't.
and
I
he going.
can't
He
do it,
I said
man.
all that. He said Joan. He said all he heard was my mama's titties. But that's what it is.
I'm done.
It's the little the French
Uh,
symbol for fucking resume or some
yeah.
shit.
Oh
You know the shit they put at the end of resume. That shit is
God.
resume.
Alright.
You took some
Uh,
French shit, and now you can't get a job because of some French shit because your resume
Oh
fucked up.
shit.
See, can't get no job because your
He's
resume
like, yo,
fucked
that's
up.
not how you spell it. That's spelling resume.
This is the history of me. That's why it's on there.
Oh shit.
You should say,
Oh
do some
dear.
shit. Yo, they missed a hellified joke on Step Brothers when they remember that scene when the motherfuckers showed up to the job interview in tuxedos.
Yo, I just want to say this to you,
Yeah.
LRP. It literally is called an accent mark. I just want you to know that.
It is.
I'm
Yeah,
dead
that's not
serious.
what you
Yes,
said.
bro. Yes, that's what I said. I said
You didn't say accent mark.
I said it's a pronunciation mark. It's for you to be able to pronounce the word. It's a pronunciation mark. Accent mark, circumflex. Is that whatever
Yeah,
you want to call it?
that's it.
But the
That's
shit
what they put
the
on it. That's
swastika
Joan.
shit. I'm still there.
It's
I'm
Joan.
still there.
Swatch.
I'm still there. I'm still there. He said JUN with the
Swatch.
swastika at the top. I'm there. I'm still there. Y'all can have this shit for the rest of the night. I'm still right there. That is crazy.
That's why I'm one of a
Yo,
kind, bro.
yes it is, bro. Yes it is. And I'm gonna remember that forever. You understand me? I'm gonna use that. I'm like, yo, I will slap the shit out you with the swastika mark at the top of shit.
The
Don't play with
swatch.
me. Yo, that was it. That was it.
Hey yo.
Oh,
Hey yo.
Get
How
up.
about I mean, yo, I heard the rumors, bro, but I've just recently seen this motherfucking fool with the Infinity Stone in his forehead. Like, what the fuck wrong with this?
Yeah, he was bugging. He's bugging, son. I
shit.
just
And it's
need to know
pink,
how you
bro.
get I need to know how you get a diamond in your head that's worth more than you in your life. That's all I need to know. I need
Yeah.
to know how your net worth is under the diamond you done etched into your skin.
Mm-mm-mm.
I just need to know. How do you get that when you're not worth that? Right? So just listen to what I'm saying, brothers. LRP, you worth 15 million. How do you get a $50 million diamond?
Don't.
I just don't know. Like, how does that happen?
I don't.
Most times, the things that you have are because your net worth and how much you have is 20 to 30 times more than what you acquire, right? You buy $1 million car because you're worth $100 million. You buy a $20 million house because you're worth $250 million. He's only worth about $15 million overall, but he has a $20 million diamond stuck in his face.
Yeah, that's
Yo, it's gonna be dudes trying to rob him and shoot him in the head to take the diamond out of his face.
Straight up, bro. Straight
That's
diamond
real.
stuff, bro.
That's
Straight
real.
diamond
Like dudes are
stuff.
gonna be like, yo,
shit. You get into a fight
I see
alone.
little
That's dangerous.
word up. Dudes be like, yo, I see Lil Uzi, it's on sight.
Shit, you get a fucking basketball to the
Straight
face.
up.
Can't play football.
Nothing. You can't do
You
nothing with
probably
that.
got to be careful. Got to be careful with his sex pays at night because you know ain't no motherfucker that's not a druid ain't going that way.
Right.
Be careful.
My
Watch
question
out for the
is, what
headboard,
kind of
sucker.
Mandalorian shit you gotta wear?
Shoot,
What kind of canister you
dumb.
got to put over your face at night? How you keep the freshness of your skin and that diamond together? What kind of shit is this we talking about?
Motherfucker think he
Bro.
vision
That
for
dude
real.
walked out of there.
No vision
That
for
dude
real.
straight did some. I'm gonna get you some suck on. I'm gonna get you sucker shit. Where the motherfucker walked out the store with the fish shoes on and
Yeah,
shit.
bro.
And
He
fucking
he was yo,
89.
he's bugging.
You can't do that in
Listen,
89. You could get away with that shit in the 70s, but 89, you look fucked up. He walked out the store with a whole
that
diamond in his
motherfucker was
forehead in
strutting, bro.
2020, strutting with the pink diamond,
I'm strutting.
looking
Yo,
like
did you
Vision.
first of all,
Ain't
did
nobody
you
I'ma do
see
this shit.
did you see him walk in the store with the RoboCop shit? You ain't see it? Lil Uzi walked in with the RoboCop shit. He turned his head one way, his body went the other way. Then he turned his head the one way, his body went the other way. Come quietly, or there'll be trouble. Like, yo, little Uzi, what's going on with you? Yo, I don't know, man. I don't know.
Dudes,
Y'all can
man.
have it.
It's a
Yo,
tattoo
I don't.
face people, bro. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. We got a whole fucking group of people, bunch of druids and shit.
But you just gonna put a diamond in your face? He want to be Vision for real.
Start a cult.
He got the Mind
That
Stone
girl,
in his face.
that
You got the
girl,
dumb
that
stone,
gorilla
man.
glued that motherfucking hair and shit.
Yo, I'm just
Yeah,
over
talking
that
about the
dumb shit right there.
white girl.
Yo, did y'all know that this chick, right? Three things happened to this broad. A plastic surgeon agreed to remove whatever the situation is for free. Beyonce's hairstylist said, I'm going to do your hair for free. And she has a GoFundMe page that has over $23,000 in it already. That's what we doing out here? Because she put Gorilla Glue in her hair?
That's
Yeah,
crazy.
we are losing, man. We are losing. We are losing. I'm about to watch a movie called Judas and the Black Messiah, giving me his account, a historical account of what our history is when it came down to one of the greatest revolutionary black leaders in the world, and how things infiltrated to his situation to crumble his life like that. Were brought down a movement, a revolution, and you out here with a GoFundMe page for putting Gorilla Glue in your own hair. Your own hair. You chose to do this. Grown as hell.
Yeah,
And
for
you
Telling
real.
chose
you,
to do this because the
the
adhesive
vanity.
that you was using wasn't around. Come on.
I'm telling you, that's that vanity, bro. It's that
That's
vanity.
crazy.
It's another thing that's keeping motherfuckers in the stupid pile. Fucking vanity, that motherfucker. You see Vivica Fox, bro, looking like a whole fifth sister Kardashian. The fuck is wrong with her, man? Who you competing with? Who are you competing with other than yourself in your own relevance, in your own vanity, to continue to try to change yourself to just to be on TV? Shit is
Yo,
crazy.
it's a lot going on out here, man.
It's
It is a
crazy.
lot going on out here.
Yo, you should look up Vivica Fox, bro. She did a whole fucking Captain America change.
Sammy Sosa. That's who she looked like. That she could be his sister.
Yo, she
Little
changed
Kim too.
everything.
Little Kim is bugging. She
Yeah,
looked like
fucking
she
lion
looked like
lady.
the thing you don't want to rock with.
Yeah,
She's
fucking.
bugging.
She's part of Cats cast
Yo,
permanently. It's like she forever
she
in
is
Cats. Her and that other
BET the
lion lady.
basement.
That's
Yeah,
the queen
BET the
right there.
basement.
All motherfuckers be in their kitty litters. She look like a whole
Yeah,
fucking cat, yo. That's true.
She tried to be Gwen Stefani. Little Kim wanted to be Gwen Stefani.
Should make
is
me
it
second
snowfall
guess
for
on whether or
real
not
yet?
she actually write her rhymes, bro. No, I don't think so. I don't think it comes out till later in the month, like like the 25th. Yeah, I'm
What?
not
What's
feeling
that?
too good about coming to America too, bro.
Snowfall. Yeah, it's getting that commercial type of feel, that vibe to it.
Yeah, I'm
Like
feeling a
they ain't
little.
do right by it. I
Oh
don't know.
man,
I'm gonna give
I'm
it a
coming to
shot though.
America too. I'm gonna watch it for sure, but
You know
that
what it
shit
is?
does not look promising.
It's right. It's corny. Y'all ain't want to say it. I'll say it for y'all. It look corny.
Mm,
It look
It
like,
looks
oh,
straight
come
up
on
corny.
now. What we doing? It look corny. That's what it is.
mm.
All of a sudden, you have a son. What?
Uh, where'd that come from? Like when
Fuck James
did
Earl
he
Jones
have
yelling at him
time?
for like that?
And then did you see the moms? Like it
Yeah.
don't even make no
She
sense for
looking
what
like
they were looking
a
for at the
Trisket.
time.
Right. She looking like a Trisket. Old ass biscuit. Um,
And it's
yo,
got a funny
first,
woman in there, man. That don't make no
yeah,
sense. Like,
right. First of all, I need to know how, right? They leave. How did the wife? They got to explain the whole thing. They got to explain the whole situation with her leaving, right? Zamunda coming back to America without him, and that situation being what it was. Because coming to America ended off her becoming the queen and being like, nah, I'm rolling with all this. So now they got to explain all that, how many years they've been apart from each other, and how is it that he don't know about his son? Like they got to go into all that. And then you got to keep us laughing within all that while the storyline and the plot is brought into everything. So I'm going to see how it plays out. I'm not going to prejudge it, but it looks corny. And that's it.
it's just straight up look corny. The whole shit
When
look
that shit
fucking corny.
premiere, yo? And that shit on Amazon, right? That shit premiere
Yeah,
on Amazon.
it premieres on Amazon, but I'm gonna keep it real with you. Arsenio Hall pisses me off because I don't know what's going on with him. He looked bugged out.
He
He
looked
looked
the
bugged
same
out.
as shit. You mean in character or just regular? I think he looked the same. All the motherfuckers look the same.
Yeah.
It's like they ain't aged a fucking bit, bro. Even Lisa. Lisa looked good though. Lisa looked really good. But fucking Arsenio look the same. Motherfucker freeze themselves. All of them freeze
Yeah,
themselves.
but you no
As soon
no
as you
no
get a
no
little
no
bit of
no
money,
no.
man,
You
motherfuckers
you
show up
know
to
what
your
it
house
is.
with a cryogenic chamber and you put that shit in their basement, man. And they
But you
freeze
know what it
themselves.
is,
Ain't no fucking
LRP.
way.
It's nah, bro. They got the makeup on in that. You didn't see it? They caked up in that. Like when Eddie Murphy was like, "We're going back to America," and he was like, "Oh
Yo,
hell
that
no,
shit looks
sir." You
stupid.
could see the makeup all on their faces, bro.
Well, yeah,
Caked
them.
up.
That's what I meant. You talking
Yeah,
about in
they
the
are
movie or
caked
just
up.
regular?
No, regular. I'm talking about regular. You can see the age, but in the movie, paint, airbrushed, paint brushed, all that. I'm like,
I
I'm
think
looking at
motherfuckers
Eddie
look the
Murphy's
same.
face. He like, we're going back to America. He like, oh hell no, sir. I'm looking at the grocery bags under his eye when he talking.
Yeah,
But I mean, for their ages, very well put together still. Very well, brother. Like, no question about that. For their ages, remember Arsenio and Eddie Murphy, 60.
I know, man. That's motherfuckers. They get the best berries. They get the best
Yeah.
fucking greens and shit. Motherfuckers is getting the food down to the minute level.
Yeah, they got the
So that
swash to
shit
go over
don't
this
have
shit.
no. Yeah, they got it all.
Ah,
No
I'm
paprika.
dead off that.
No prep.
no, no paprika, bro.
You know
They
what I'm
just
saying,
that
bro?
shit irritate
Right.
me. I'm like, man,
That shit, they got berries with the swastika over the shit.
give
That
me that
shit berry.
motherfucking money.
That shit is berry petit. Berry.
Yeah, got to put the little thing on it to change the
He said
fucking
that shit
shit.
ain't Jones. Take the E and the S out. That shit is June with the swastika
Jones,
over it.
Jones, bro, Jones. Nobody in DC know how to
Yo,
spell
I'm just done. I was
it.
good from there. I
Nobody
was
know
good
how to
from there.
spell it. It's just a
Right.
thing.
You see
It's
why
a Jones
motherfucking
on
Muslims chose one letter, right? X.
it.
I'm John X.
But anyway, what else? What else? What else?
Um, the Giants.
Oh man, shouts out to Chill Will. I watched that fucking show.
The Expanse.
Expanse.
The
The
Expanse. I knew you was
Expanse.
gonna say that. Yes, bro.
Yeah, shouts out to
Yes.
him. That's a good watch right there.
Yeah, I love that show, man. I love that show.
Yeah. I'm
That's why I
starting
was
from the
asking you
beginning.
about the sit. Right, I was asking you about the sister on there. Chill will say, she ugly, but I don't know something about her.
Nah, hold on. The one in the beginning,
Yeah,
she ain't ugly.
yeah. But that's how Chill felt. Chill said that.
Oh Lord.
That's how Chill felt.
Well, Chill
Chill
was
said
kicking
that.
people out their car, so
Right.
you never know what kind of that. Only people get kicked out of cars like model type bitches. Model type want to get kicked out, and they be going back too. I don't understand that shit, but like, when you kicked me out your car the other day, I really thought that you loved me. We were gonna be together forever.
Um.
Motherfucker, chill. We be like, shit. I'm just gonna kick your ass out again next week, bitch,
Right.
and they'll come back.
Now I don't know if we need to talk about it. It's nothing celebratory to me. But we signed back Jason Garrett. Shit just
That happened a couple weeks ago, didn't it?
yeah, but we didn't talk on it hardly like that. We didn't really get to it, and I just wanted to voice my feelings on it. I'm really broken down off that, and
Are you really?
I'm just yeah, I'm broken down off that, bro. Like I mean, I guess it works when you got what you need, but this draft now has to be. It has to be what it has to be. Because if we working with anything that we had last year, and he do that, we in for a fucked up life.
Well,
Yeah.
okay. Well, I
Like,
understand your frustration and everything, but I kind of see it in a different light. Like, the way I'm looking at it is this. Okay, this was year one. You didn't have a lot of components that I mean, felt like you could have to be successful in what you're trying to do, right? Now, in year two, there's no excuses. Because by now, you should have the motherfucking pieces. So if it don't work now, it's you. And you gotta go. But if it don't work now, not only do you have to go, but that means it's not successful. That means we're losing. That means somebody else is going too. And hopefully that'll be Getterman. And I like Judge. So I be trying to refrain myself from saying maybe he's going too. But hopefully, right, in my fantasy dreams, Belichick does come and be the GM and says, Judge, you can stay as the head coach. But Garrett, you got to get the fuck up out of here. And so on and so on, right? But either way, this shit right here puts it on not only Daniel Jones, where you don't have no more excuses, Daniel Jones. Same for Garrett. No more excuses, bro. Like, this offense should not be 31st, 32nd in the league, bro. That's ridiculous. If that is the case again, you gone. It's no doubt about it. There's nothing else to talk about. You're gone. So, I understand your frustration, but I look at it as make a break, bro. This is the year. Make a break for a lot of these motherfuckers. Make a break. Win or go home, bro.
Hey, I agree. I mean, at this point, you got no choice. Second year, another year to get your shake off whatever rest you have in this offensive scheme creation game. So, yeah, I agree. And there's nothing we can do about it now.
Yep. But listen, they all back, right? So it's continuity. That's a, you know what I mean? If you want to look at something that look positive in, it's continuity. All these guys know each other now. They know what they're trying to do. They know what they want to do. So let's see if they're successful in it. We don't have to sit there and be like, oh, okay, is it gonna work out? Oh, is it the first year thing? We don't know what they trying to do. We don't know what they want to bring. It's no more of that. Now it's get it done or get the fuck up out of here.
Yeah, especially if they get a Smith or Kyle Pitts.
Listen, like I said, I'm with you on 50% of what you said. I just personnel, right? I mean, it's not something that we haven't seen before, right? Let's talk about it. Me and you are Spags fans. We felt that he didn't have the personnel here that he was used to help him win. He goes to Kansas City. They get him the personnel. Look what he's doing. Back-to-back Super Bowls, right? We called that one out. We're right on that. Sean Payton, personnel, right? Goes over to New Orleans. He's always a couple of victories away from a Super Bowl. Belichick, personnel, goes to New England. 20 years of the most legendary team and the winning franchise that you could possibly think about. Like, how many times did that man miss the playoffs? We'll get into that. Personnel. Um, Joe Judge is a personnel guy. He comes from coaching staffs where personnel is the biggest part of the things that he does because that's what allows those teams to win. Nick Saban, personnel, greatest recruiter in college history possible ever. So I'm with you, Shakes. But this is the year, bro. This is the year. I don't want to be the guy that comes on the show every week and talk about losing or you miss shows because we've lost and you go MIA because you got to let that shit get out of your system. This is the year. So this draft, we have to hit on the minimum of 4 out of 6 impactful picks. We don't have many picks. Free agency. We have to choose or bid or do whatever it takes for the right guy. You know what? When somebody says to me, damn, yo, but we in the salary cap hell because we got him. I'm going to keep it real with you. I don't pay nobody out of my pocket. That's on them. So we need to do something. And that Chris Godwin thing is looking real for real at this point. So, yeah, it's looking real for real at this point. Because they talking about replacing Chris Godwin with trading Odell Beckham to Tampa Bay. That's where they at with it. They talking about trading Odell Beckham to Tampa Bay in case they lose Chris Godwin. So I don't know what it is, man. I'm not really feeling the situation, but maybe like Shakes and I agree with when it comes to that personnel. It's a big deal. I just need to see it, man. I'm tired of losing. And I'm gonna just rest my case right there. Y'all got anything else? If y'all don't, we can go ahead and shut it on down. And we had a great show. You know, the Treacherous Three was in the building, along with Dan C. California Love. You know what I'm saying? We had a great show, B. Like, I'm good. You know?
Yeah, I'm
But
good.
I just need personnel, LRP. You understand? I need personnel, man. This is tiring. This is tiring. Step into the new NFL. Step into what's necessary.
Yeah, just want to see some people out there that know what they doing, bro.
That's a super fact, man. So, Shakes, you got anything else left, bro? It was a great show, you know, for us three, holding it down, doing our thing. Swash is good at the top.
Yeah,
That's
I'm
my shit,
good.
LRP. I just need you to know that.
It's my this my Sunday actually. I head back into the rat race tomorrow, so I'm good, bro. Peace and love to
I hear
everybody.
that.
Have a good weekend. If you got any inclement weather coming in, stay safe, stay off the
All the
roads.
time, bro. It just ain't gonna stop. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? It just
that's
ain't
it.
gonna stop, and that's just what it is. Shakes Montana number 9. You got anything left, baby?
My bad. Yeah. Yeah, man. I mean, just y'all stay safe, man. And and yeah, man. Y'all have a good weekend. That's it. I live y'all lives. Be safe out there. That's about it, man. Can't
All
wait for
right,
next
so
week. Montana
no doubt.
Mondays. Y'all already know.
Yes, sir. Take us away, baby. Take us home.
All right. Like I always say around this time, I don't expect y'all to agree with me, but I damn sure expect y'all to understand. Understand? And don't get shook up because we keep shit live. To Shakedown rep the New York Giants on that drive for 5. We got it. Take us away, man.
Yo, y'all been shook by the shakedown. And this has been also the Power Hour. Minimum football, maximum understanding. LRP, we have no problems from Houston. We love you, brother. Shakes Montana number 9. We love you, man. We happy that everything is, in a good place and you was able to be with us today. Because like you said, it could have been a chance that you wasn't. But we are more than blessed to have you. Dan C, always a pleasure, brother. Always a pleasure. Now you know who Shalimar is. We're going to talk about that on Monday. Because this Trevor Lawrence shit, something got to be more manly than that. Even though that's my son, somebody got to put a baseball cap on him or something. Something got to happen. But we'll get to that. Y'all know what time it is. He the chosen one from the Bronx, and y'all just been shook by the shakedown. We up out of here. Peace.
Peace.